Hey, how you doing, guys? Live stream, but for most of you watching, this is going to be a replay. But for now, it's a live stream. Oh, hold on, I've got to turn myself off on here. Oh, who's that idiot on there? Pause myself on there, just make sure it's all working. All right, so in this video, what we're doing is I broke the axle in half on my Traxxas TRX4 the other day when we was out playing. So I've got to fix that. I've got new housing I've got to put on it. And then over here we have my Remo hobby. And Vinny had a little go on it and he blew the transmission. And we took it apart to have a look what's going on inside. And let's just pop that cover off. Hold on, stick you down for a minute. You pop that cover off and have a look what's going on inside. This gear here kind of exploded. So, rather than trying to fix all that and put more plastic gears in there, I've got a completely new transmission. This one here is pretty much mostly metal. I mean, the spur gear is plastic. I think it's got steel gears on the inside. Lovely and smooth look. So I'm going to be putting this. I'm not fully sure 100% if it's going to fit. This is for an Axial SEX10. And this is a little bit, I don't know, a bit of a clone type thing. So I'm hoping it's going to fit. It looks like it will. So in this video, we're going to mess about and try and get this to fit into there. I mean, I can see here, this has got a flat spot on the output shaft. That hasn't. I don't think it matters because this hasn't either. So, okay. So give me 1 second. I've got to put this phone on here because that phone here is the one that I'm going to do the comments with. If it works. Yes, we're working. Kenneth, how you doing? Unbeatable, how you doing? Night Fury. So not many people in the house at the moment because it's probably, I think, for my American viewers, you're probably going to be in bed still. Because over in the States, it's probably 6 o'clock in the morning, maybe 4 o'clock in the morning, depending where you're from. And here in the UK, everybody's at work or at school. So, it's only going to be a little small little community going on here today. Oh, what's going on here? Turn him off. Simos, how you doing? Ivar, how you doing? Where are you all from, by the way, guys? Good morning from the UK. Who's from UK and not working today? All right, so I'm going to plonk you there. Just trying to figure out what best way to do it. And first things first, I need to get this motor here and mount it to the new transmission, which should be easy. But the old transmission has a smaller spur gear, so I think what I'm going to do is take off the old spur gear and see if I can fit it onto the new transmission, because having a bigger spur gear is going to make it slower, and the Remo isn't that fast anyway. So I think, yeah, we'll see if it fits. I don't have the comments are working here on my other phone. Are the comments working? Oh, hold on. Oh, Unbeatables from South Africa. 1 minute start. I was trying to get my other phone to work here so I can chat with you guys. I'm just going to put some gobbledygook in there just to see if it comes out. Hopefully kickstart it a bit. Spooderman is from Ohio. Mark from Philippines. Yeah, I don't know why this isn't updating. That's a bit strange. Bad Boy Bone from Letchworth. Oh, this isn't working, guys. Oh, hold on. Let me try and reload it. See what happens. Hey, we're working now. Oh yes, we're working. From the Amazon rainforest. Haha, Travis. Nice. Alright, comments are working, so I can set you down here. And then up here, look, I can get your comments. I can do both. I can wrench and I can comment. And look, I've got my cup of chicory. Does anybody know what chicory is? Look. Kev, get the Hobio Hyper MT +2. No, guys, I'm not really going to buy any more RCs at the moment. I've got too many. I had a little count up the other day and there's over 100. And I've got the X-Max, I've got like the Craytons and UDRs and crawlers. I've got every RC I could ever want. So I've got to focus now on getting the monster truck done. So I'm still going to be doing the Banggood specials because they're free. But I mean, to keep going out and buying all these RC cars when I've already got so many, yeah, I think it's a little bit over the top. No, I'm not going to get the 1/10 X-Max. You know, I've got the full-size X-Max, that's my favourite one. So to keep going out and buying ones that are like, you know, I'm not going to say not as good, but I can't see me liking it more than the X-Max. Oh! Unbeatable just donated 14 ZARs. Thanks, dude. But no donations are required. I have checked out the new Traxxas Max. I know a lot of people are telling me to get it, but I probably won't get it because I can't see me enjoy. You know, I prefer bigger RCs. I've got an X-Max. X-Max is my favourite, and my priority now is to build the real monster truck. If I keep spending all my money on keep buying more RC cars when I've already got so many, then it's just going to delay it. Hopefully that's going to fit on there. Stephen says, where's Pat? Hopefully doing something productive. He was out bashing yesterday with the RC Next Tuesday lot. So he's probably got loads of footage. So I would imagine he's editing all that lot together. Oh! Guys, this gear is metal. I thought it was plastic. This is metal. It is actually made of steel. Look at that. Crazy. I mean, guys, this is actually pretty cheap. It's like £25. I think that works out to be like $30, something like that. And it says on the thing, fully metal. And I thought it was. This I thought was plastic. But it's actually metal. But, oh, now I'm thinking, shall I run the metal gear? Because it's going to gear it, it's going to change the gearing and it's going to make it a bit slower. Unless I also change the motor. This is a 20 turn. Maybe I can put a faster motor in as well. I don't know now. I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to put the plastic gear on for now. And then I'm going to keep hold of this. And then maybe fit another motor and try this in the future, or if this one strips, or if this doesn't, it might not even fit. It should fit though. Might not. Where do you live? Near London. I don't even know, it might not even fit. That's the thing when you're doing live videos, you don't know what fits and what doesn't until you're actually doing it live. I'm sure I could make it fit. I might need to drill out. Doesn't quite fit. Oh. Oh! Maybe I will put the steel gear back on then. But I'm just fearing it's going to be a little bit slow. These hole spacings on here are slightly different. I could drill them out. I don't know. What do you reckon, guys? Put the steel gear on it. Maybe I can fit a bigger pinion. I'll gear it up. I'll just run it as it is for now. I mean, it's no big deal to change the pinion gear, is it? Relatively easy. And also with this, look, it's open, it's exposed. So maybe it's not such a bad idea to have steel gears, because it's going to stop all the dirt and stuff getting to it. Blazing said steel gear. Yeah, we're going to go with a steel gear. You're drinking vegan coffee. All coffee's vegan, isn't it? I didn't realise there was any non-vegan coffee unless you put milk in it, but I do have milk in there. What cell phone tripod do I use? Oh, I don't know. It says that. But I bought a lot really good and some of them are really bad. These ones here are pretty good. And I can't remember what they're called. I should probably buy some more so I've got them in stock. In case I break these ones. These tripods are good because you can like extend them out to be like a selfie stick. You can have the phone in that way or you can have it in that way. And you know, you can extend it out and hold it. You can tripod it. So these are pretty good. Pretty handy. I had to modify it a little bit though so I can bend it down more. Because when it's on the stock one, you can only bend it down about as far as that. So I have to cut a bit out so now I can get it down a lot further. Alright. So this transmission actually does come with... Oh, the pinion that this transmission comes with is actually bigger. So maybe that may allow for the biggerness in the... pardon me, in the spur gear. So I don't normally put Loctite on 10th scale gears because I've never really had them come off before. But when it comes to 8th scale, I always Loctite this screw on because they do tend to come loose. I'll leave it loose for now just so I can get the mesh. And plonk him in there. Oh, we've got a lot of room for a bigger pinion, look. That should hopefully be good. Until we try it, we don't know. Alright, so that's in there. The motor screws. So it comes with stainless steel screws by the looks of it. Yep, stainless steel screws, they're not sticking to the magnet. Sometimes that's a good thing, sometimes it's a bad thing. I mean, I've got a bit mixed opinions when it comes to stainless steel screws because they're easier to cross thread. In RCs, maybe not so much of an issue. They're more brittle, so if you put them into high stress areas, they're more likely to break. But, and of course your screwdrivers don't stick to it. But they do look nice, they don't rust. Making sure to... Oh, too far. No new Max for you, Holden fan. I do like the new Max, don't get me wrong. It looks like an epic piece of kit. But I've got so many RCs, guys. It's just crazy. How many RCs does one person need? I mean, it's getting a bit mad. I'm trying to get the mesh set here. I mean, you can put a piece of paper in between there to set the mesh if you struggle. But you pretty much want it so you've got a little bit of rock, but not much. I mean, you don't want it so tight so it forces itself onto the pinion because you're going to wear out bearings and everything's going to get hot. Yeah, so there, look. You probably can't see it. I can't even see it, but I can feel it and I can hear it. Got a little bit of backlash there. And now it hasn't. You want to do it all the way around because machine gears are not always perfectly machined. Might be a bit of bend on the motor pinion or anything like that. Alright, we're good. And then I like to nip it up sort of a little bit, check it again. Sometimes as you nip it up, the mesh changes. And then go in and nip it up properly. Alright. Get this cover back on. I should probably Loctite. Yeah, I will Loctite this on. Because these are likely to come loose. Hi from Australia. Hi Diesel Alan. How you doing, buddy? Traxxas tough or Armour tough? I don't know yet. Well, I'm hoping this transmission isn't going to blow. I mean, this transmission is supposed to be for an axial SEX10. But I'm going to be shoving it into the Remo. There's a link to this transmission down below, actually, by the way. Dirt cheap, obviously. Review the Armour Centon 3S. And I'm not buying any more RCs at the moment. Monster truck next. I mean, I know buying one more RC won't make any difference to if I'm going to get the monster truck done or not. But if I keep buying more and more and more, I was getting to the point where I'm buying like just too many. And if you buy too many, you know, like 100 RC cars, it does start getting expensive. And I need parts for my monster truck, so that's where the priority is going to be. Right, so this is now installed. So now, Donk you here. Get all this old stuff out of the way. I'm hoping this is going to go back in here. Drive shafts first. So these drive shafts here, these are Banggood specials because Stempy broke the stock plastic shafts that this come with. So I got these Banggood specials here, but the pin fell out on the first go. And by looking at it, the pin does look a little bit too short. So maybe I should replace those pins before I put it back together, because otherwise it might just fall apart again. Let's put a longer pin in there. I mean, I've not shared the link to these before because I'm not sure how good they are. But I'll put a link down to them anyway. But just be warned, guys, they're likely to fall to bits. So I think what I'm going to do is put in a longer pin. And hopefully it's not going to fall to bits. Right. It's probably a tad too long, but I don't think that's going to be an issue. I think it's going to be more of an issue when they're too short. So I've already put one longer pin in, I think. Or have I? I don't know. I can't remember. Plonk you back there for a sec. In the UK, it is 11:20. Can't decide on the 4x4 Stampede or the new Max. I personally would much prefer the Max because it's bigger and it's new. So personally, that's what I would go for. I prefer bigger RCs. I'm not a fan. Oh, he's actually pretty perfect. Look at that. Those pins are almost pretty perfect. And also, there's a ring that goes around that holds the pin in, which I don't really see the point of because it's got a grub screw here that locks the pin in anyway. So what I would do is just whip out that grub screw and then chuck in a little bit of thread lock so it doesn't come loose. Nothing worse than you're out, you know, having fun with your mates, crashing, you know, crashing, bashing, and then your stuff falls to pieces. Then you've got to make everybody wait for you. Alright, so that's that one done. See, on this one here, it's got this steel ring to hold the pin in. Well, I don't think that's really needed, so I'm going to take that off. Hey, JJ Custom in the house. How you doing? I'm good. How are you guys? Kev, you need a Lossie. Oh, guys, there's many RCs that I want, but I've got to draw the line now. Monster truck is my lifelong dream, and that's what I'm going to go with next. Why is it this doesn't want to come off? But when you're using it, it falls off. Come on, off you come. That one's off. Oh, 3 AM where you are, JJ Customs. You guys are California. So, yeah. I think you're about 7 hours behind us. Oh, look how loose that was. That was really loose. So if you are going to get these shafts here, guys, make sure to put in a slightly longer pin and lock tight in this grub screw. And as I said, I'm not going to bother with a ring. Give away dirt cheap RC cars you have. Dude, it's not that I'm running out of space. I've got plenty of space for them, and there's no need for me to get rid of them or sell them or give them away, because every now and then I want to get them out and make videos about them. So there's no benefit of me to get rid of them. You know, that's not the issue, is having them. The issue is I've got enough that I've paid for, and I don't need to keep spending money on more RCs when I should be spending my money on monster truck parts. That is the issue. So by me getting rid of older ones, there's no benefit in that. I can't get all your comments, guys, so you're more than welcome to chat amongst yourselves. Trying to wrench and look at comments at the same time is a bit tricky. But some of these wrenching videos are so long-winded. You know, the last one, doing the Creighton, took like, I think one was 4.5 hours and the other one was like another couple of hours. You know, probably nearly 7 hours of wrenching. And I can't expect Pat to sit there and give up like a whole day just to sit there doing comments. So I've got to try and do the comments and wrench at the same time. What Lambo you got? It's a Hurricane Performante. Yeah, there we go, off. You know, I pinged it off the wrong way. Silly me. Silly me. Diesel Allen said it's 8:20. Where are you from, buddy? You've probably already said, but I can't get all the comments. It will help you gain subs faster. Dude, it's not about subs. It's about getting views on YouTube. And the trouble is, if doing giveaways does, yes, gain you subs. But if those subscribers are not watching your videos, it actually harms your channel. So you're better off having less subscribers that actually watch your videos. Because part of the YouTube algorithm, if you've got a lot of subscribers and none of those subscribers are watching your videos, then they're going to promote your videos less because they think your videos are crappy if no one watches them. It's going to make your click-through rate less on your thumbnails. It's going to make the watch time less, and both of those metrics are some of the main ones that YouTube look at on whether they promote your videos or not. So it's not really about subscribers, it's about having subscribers that actually watch your stuff. Just getting more subscribers is pointless. So that's why shout outs it's no good really shouting out people. When people want shout outs, like people then go to those channels and subscribe, but then don't watch the videos, it's actually harming that channel more. So it's probably better to let a channel organically grow rather than having it growing based on shout outs, because then a lot of those people, they're not going to watch. Let's get that on there. Guys, if anybody's spamming, please don't, because if you do, you're just going to get blocked for life, I'm afraid. Because you're ruining it for other people in the stream. It doesn't bother me. You know, if you're a hater and you're spamming, you're not bothering me. I don't really care. But you're going to annoy the viewers. And I want all my viewers to be as happy as possible. So if you're annoying people, then I'm going to have to block you. That one's a little bit tight. What's going on? What's happening? Sandpaperage on there. Thoughts on the TRX6? It looks epic. It really does. But I have ordered it, but I may cancel it. Because I don't think it's something that I'm going to use that often. You know, it's just going to probably be used for a couple of videos. But then it's just going to sit there on the shelf along with everything else that I keep buying. So it doesn't really make that much sense for me to get one. And especially now, in America, everybody's already got them. There's so many videos about the TRX6 on YouTube, and I've still got to wait 2 months. So by the time I get mine, it's going to be old news. And it's not just about views, you know, like for me, when something new comes out, it's fun getting it. But I've seen all the videos on YouTube now. I've seen RC Sparks play with his. A load of other people play with theirs, and now it's kind of like the novelty's gone. So by the time I get mine, there's going to be something new out again. And then it's a lot of money to spend on a toy that you're not really going to use that often. I mean, if I could get my hands on it day one, or even get it a little bit before, then I wouldn't mind. You know, RC Sparks, he got his like before everybody else, pretty much. This one here is a bit tight, which is annoying. Oh, what's happening? What's happening, guys? Oh, rage time! Do you think I should buy the JLB Cheetah? It's epically fast, but you can bash it, but I wouldn't bash it really hard. I wouldn't give it X-Max abuse, because it won't take it. I mean, you can jump it, you can backflip it, you can do all that sort of stuff. But if you're going to beat on it hard, I would probably go for like one of the 3S or 4S armours, because they're not that much more expensive, but they're a bit stronger. But the Cheetah's probably faster. I mean, that thing is fast. I haven't raced them side by side, but it's fast. And I've got a little lippage on there. Oh. That's the thing, when you're buying parts from different manufacturers, their tolerances might be out slightly, and then you're running sort of, you know, metal part here, metal part here. All the parts are supposed to be a nice fit and not sloppy. And if you like out by 0.01 of a millimetre, that might be the difference of it fitting or not fitting. When it's plastic, you've got a little bit more room for error. You can kind of just force it on. What are your thoughts on Traxxas T-Max? I mean, it's a bit dated now. Back in the day, it was good. I've never had one because I've preferred the HBI Savage. So personally, I wouldn't get one. I'm not saying that you shouldn't, but personally for me, I wouldn't. Because, you know, for me, I like the X-Max. X-Max is my favourite RC. And now that I've just built my Kraton, the Kraton may well be my new. Well, I can't see it being my favourite because it's smaller. And it's more of a truggy than a monster truck. The X-Max, I like the size and the sort of, you know, it's sort of high, jacked up. Sort of like monster truck like. So I think it's going to be tough for anybody to beat the X-Max for me. You know, I'm not saying it's better or worse than the Kraton. It's just my favourite. And people always sort of argue, which I find pointless because everybody's different. If somebody prefers the Kraton, that's cool. So, you know, everybody's different. That's what makes us unique. And there's no point arguing which is better, because the best is whichever one puts the biggest smile on your face, and that is different for everybody. Right. Oh, yes, we're on. We're on. Right, we're on. Alright, where's the pinnage gone? Oh, I've just misplaced. Oh, where's that gone? Don't know where I put it. Shall I buy the Centum 3S? I mean, yeah, why not? If you like it. I mean, you certainly won't be disappointed. I've not had one, but it's the same platform as the Granite, and Pat's got one of them. Oh, there it is, stuck to the motor. So if you like short course trucks, then yeah, get the Centum. Why not? Would you recommend TRX4? Yes, Ben. Absolutely. In my opinion, TRX4 is the best crawler out there. So if you're into rock crawlers, then yeah, definitely. I would definitely recommend you get a TRX4. Right, the only thing with these shafts is they're not quite long enough for the Remo. I mean, oh, what's going on? Oh, this is not going to work now. If we look at this transmission here, look, these are spaced out further. And if we look at the transmission on this one, these are in more, and these shafts, well, it only sort of went in that far. So I'm going to have to buy longer shafts. So that's not going to work. I'm going to see if it bolts in. It should bolt in. Can't see why not. Yes, it's hitting. It's hitting on. Oh, it's only hitting on this actually, so I can pull that off. You changed the axle on the Gravedigger? No, I'm still looking for a suitable one. I'm not sure what axles to put on it. I bought some axles. Well, I've got given some axles from Banggood that I was going to put on there. They were too narrow. Alright. So, what? Can't remember what screws held it in. Let's try these ones. These might be a bit long. Right, too long. Too long. Yeah, so these shorter ones. Oh yes. I'm only going to chuck them in there. I'm not going to do them up tight. I just want to make sure it all fits. And then I'm going to have to order some longer shafts. Do I know any trusted eBay sellers? Model Sport. Just check out the feedback, dude. If someone's got a lot of sales and a lot of feedback, then they're trusted. That's the best way to verify, dude. Right, so that's bolted in. But yeah, look, shafts are way too short, look. I'll have to put some new stuff on that. So I'm gonna have to leave this one for now. I mean, that transmission does look good though. Look at that. Look at it. He's added quite a bit of weight to it as well. I mean, that is good on crawlers to have them a little bit heavier, although the weight here is a little bit up high. So I don't know if that's making the centre of gravity better or worse. Alright, anyway, we're done with that one for now. So I'm going to pack all this other stuff away, and then we're going to have a little look at the TRX4. I think the caps look sick. Yes, they do look very good. I agree. I like RC Sparks orange one. That one's like nice. But I'm not going to buy one. I need to buy monster truck parts. Right, quick tidy up and we're going to get TRX4 out. What do you think of the new Traxxas Max? So many people keep asking about it. It looks epic. I really do like the look of it. It really looks like a cool piece of kit. I mean, I probably won't get one because I prefer X-Max size stuff. You know, I prefer bigger stuff. Oh, I keep sealing it up and there's more bits. Should I make the TRX4 go brushless with a Hobby Wing Max 6? Max 6, it means you can run it on 8S. And it's not going to crawl good. So I would put in a Castle Mamba X censored if you want to go fast. Or if you want it to crawl better, then get Hobby Wing X. Alright, TRX4 next. Engine in the WL toys. Yes, I will have to put it somewhere. I might have killed this servo too, look. I'm waiting for some more servos to come. I gave this some grief, guys. I ran this on 6S. I've got the Castle Mamba X in here. I've speed ran it before with GPS. And it did 45 miles per hour. But I think it would go more with the right wheels on there. These were ballooning and all over the place. So, anyway, I was jumping it on 6S. It landed really hard on that wheel, look. And broke off the axle housing. And it knackered that servo. So, I know what you guys are saying. You have a bad servo lack. Savox time. No, dude, I don't like Savox. Josh, I'm not a fan of Savox. I know many people are. A lot of people always say, get Savox, get Savox. But I am not a Savox fan. The reason being, they are relatively expensive and they're very power hungry. And I've had Savox before and they die just as much as other servos. So, I know a lot of people love them. You know, I'm not going to badmouth them and say don't get them because a lot of people do love them. But I'm not a fan. I've had a lot of SERVOS before and I've broken them. They're very power hungry. I don't think the performance of them are that nice. The gears don't feel that smooth. So, but everybody is entitled to their own opinion. That is just my opinion. That is my reason why I don't use SERVOS. Recently, the best servos that I've used for the price are the EcoBoost. I've got them in my Creighton at the moment, and I've got another one in my Outcast 4S, and those servos, guys, they're fast, smooth, low current draw. You know, when you've got SERVOS, that's why I hear so many people, they always talk about external becks and all that. I mean, you don't need that when you've got a servo that isn't that power hungry. What am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing? There's the new housing. I think it's going to be glove time as well, actually, because it's going to get greasy. Yeah, I don't like armour servos. Yeah, no, I don't like them. Every time I've run an armour servo, for the most part, it's either been really slow, not much torque, or it's broken really easily, burnt out, or the gears are gone. So I'm not an armour servo fan. And to be fair, most servos that cars come with, you know, ready to run servos, are not that good. What oil do you use in your Remo diffs? I don't know. I put some thicker oil in there because I wanted it to two-wheel, but I think I put too thick in there. Yeah, Josh, RTR servos are not all that. I mean, I know why companies do it. They've got to keep the costs down. Alright, so there's that. Need to get a diff lock cable out. I should really convert this to a locked, permanently locked diff, because I never use the diff locks. I mean, it's always locked. Always. I'll never use it unlocked, like ever. Even when I bash it, it's always locked. My infraction servo is fine because of small wheels. I agree. I agree. I've not had any issues with the stock servo in the infraction. Right, they're the same screws as the cover. I've just got to remember where the screws go. Ooh, it's a bit dry in there. Louise wheels, yes, I've heard good stuff about them, but I've never tried them. Alright, so that one is for that side, that one is for this side. Burnout carbids. Yeah, I've got to do some more, man. Definitely got to do some more at some point. Why does that not want to come out? Ooh, that doesn't want to come off. Oh, there we go. When in doubt, give it a clout. Alright, so that's that. New housing there. Now I should be able to get all this contraptions out. Make merch with your quotes. I've got a what happened merch. If you have a look on my main channel. But yes, I do need to make more merch. What's going on here? What's going on here? Going on here? I have to change the grease in there. It's a bit minging. Hopefully the bearings are not seized, because I'm not in the mood for rebuilding bearings, because I don't think I've got any new bearings that fit this at the moment. You gonna come out? Or do you want to stay in there? Tumble wumble, someone said. Come out. Come on, out you come. Why do you not want to come out? Why is it stuck in there? What? What's keeping that in there? Why does that not want to come out? There's not any more screws in there, is there? I've not had one of these apart in a while, so I can't remember, but it should just come out, shouldn't it? Yeah, Spike's hammer. What? What's going on there, guys? I really don't. There's nothing holding it in. Is it rusted in? I need an armour hammer, yeah. Lever it out. God, what? Oh, hold on. I've left the shaft in there. There we go. What an idiot I am. Let's temp-hot glued it. No, it was me. It was my bad. I left the shaft in there. Never hitting it, I probably bent it. On my Savage, I'm using a Integi or Intergy, whatever you say it, Servo Saver. Alright. Good morning, Rob. Dude, it's 6:50 in the morning. Dude, it doesn't matter what time I do a video, it's going to be 6 o'clock somewhere in the world. The world is bigger than just where you are, dude. So no matter what time I do a video, it's going to be 6 o'clock for somebody. Well, yes, I do know most of my American viewers are going to be probably still in bed. And most of my UK viewers are probably going to be at work or at school. Alright, so this one came off at that end, so that can go on there. I should probably clean it all, but I can't be bothered. Chris just got home from school. Oh, Braden is heading to school. Just looked at the TRX4 with Traxxas. Yeah, it's quite expensive. Also a very niche market. It's going to appeal to some people. If I had one, I think I'd use it in a couple of videos and it would probably just sit there. Yes, I'm working on my TRX4. I broke the axle in half, I broke the end off of it. Doing jumps on 6S. Alright, so that's that end. And then this bit still has that piece attached. It's a Traxxas TRX4. I'm a YouTuber in the making. Want to become like Kev. Thanks, dude. It's a lot of work, though. Be prepared for many long hours and persistence for many years. Unless you're doing it for a hobby, then you're fine. If you want to do it as a job, it's everybody underestimates. There's so many RC channels popping up now. Because I showed my earnings at some point, and then a lot of people sort of like, oh yeah, I want some of that, which is cool, but it's a lot of work. It is hours and hours and hours. I work 16 hours a day, 7 days a week, and you know I enjoy doing this, so it doesn't feel like work. I don't mind doing all this because I enjoy doing it. But if you really want to turn YouTube into a job, you have to really properly go for it. If you just put a video out a week, it's not going to cut it, and you're going to have to sit there and edit and edit and edit for hours and hours and hours, and then you might have a chance. But if you're doing it just for a hobby, then fine, just do it. But if you're doing it for a job, a lot of people get very disappointed when they're like a year in and there's still no money coming in. It took me 2 years to sort of make any money at all. I was operating at a loss. It was costing me more on spares and maintenance and cameras and stuff than I was making for 2 years. So I'm not saying it to put you off. I encourage anybody to do it. You know, if you can turn your hobby into a passion, you know, I mean your hobby into a job, and you can do it sort of, you know, every single day. I used to have crappy jobs. I used to work in factories. So this is the best job I've ever had, fun-wise. Maybe not earning-wise, but for fun, I mean, I can't think of anything more fun than making YouTube videos, and you get paid for it. So I can't grumble, but I don't want people having false hope, thinking that they can just chuck up a few videos and all the money's going to come rolling in, because it's not like that at all. A lot of hard work, a lot of dedication. It's a bit rough, but it still turns, so that'll do. Yeah, I'll give it a quick blast. Don't have to YouTube mentality, but have to eBay mentality. eBay is going to get you results a lot quicker, and it also requires a lot less hours. I mean, I can get away with doing like an hour or two a day on eBay, but when I'm YouTubing, it's literally like a full-time job. More than a full-time job. It's like, if you want to slack off, YouTube is definitely not for you. These bearings are rough. Oh. Hold on, I'm just going to see if I've got any. Oh, I think I do have some. I do have some. Yes. Lovely. Lovely jubbly. These bearings are not too bad, so they can stay. I use Adobe Premiere Pro. Kelly said if you've got the right mindset, then eBay and YouTube are both fun. Yes. Absolutely right. If you enjoy doing it, it's worth doing it. A lot of people say if you enjoy what you do, then you never have to work a day in your life. And a lot of people say just do what you love doing. But then a lot of people also disagree, and they say don't do what you like doing, do what gets the results. But I don't agree with that, because I don't want to spend my life working on a business that I don't enjoy doing. So for me, it's got to be number one, it's got to be fun, and you've got to enjoy it. And if you can monetize it, then it's a bonus. I've got to get this off of here as well. When are you going to do jump with a motorcycle? I don't know. I've got to get that out again at some point. I'm in my second month in eBay. It's changed my life already, and I enjoy doing it. Very therapeutic at times. Yes. I agree. Right, where did... Oh, here it is. I like my job, it's people there that bug me. Dude, I had that problem. And unfortunately, when you work for somebody else, you cannot choose who you spend your time with. You're forced to spend your time around people that you would normally not spend time around. And that was one of my big gripes that I had when I had a job. He's like, I've got on with most people, but every job I've had, there's always one person there that makes your life a misery. And you're forced to spend time with them like every single day. No matter what you do, you cannot get away from them. And for me, that is just awful. If I don't like somebody, I don't want to spend any time with them at all. I want to just walk away. And unfortunately, when you've got a job, you can't do that. So I'm not very job compatible. Also, I suffer with people telling me what I have to do. I just can't do it. So last time I had a job was 11 years ago. And when I quit that job, I said to myself, never again. I'm done with this crap. I'm not saying all jobs are bad. You know, most people, they like their jobs. You know, maybe not most people, but a lot of people like their jobs. And, you know, if you like your job, it's great. You know, if you enjoy every day of your life, that's brilliant. But for me, I'm just not suited to that sort of work. Where did you work? My last job was DC Norris. So DC Norris, they're in Great Granston, and they make machines for food factories. And that was my last job. And I was there for, I don't know, a couple of years maybe. And I just, oh man, I just couldn't hack it. And telling me what to do if I was talking to somebody for 5 minutes. Get back on with your work. Oh man, I hated it. And it got too much in the end. I went up in the office. I said, that is it. I'm going. I'm done. And he goes, oh, when are you going? I'm like, now. I'm done. I'm finished. Can't do it anymore. And they were all saying, you'll be back. Everybody comes back. I was like, no, I won't. I'm done. I'll never want to get a job again. Ever. And they're like, well, what are you going to do? I was like, I don't know, but not have a job. I don't care what I do as long as it's not having a job. And that was it. That was the last time I had a job, 11 years ago. And I've never been so happy. I used to be depressed and miserable when I had a job. I used to wake up in the morning, I used to think to myself, what is the point of life? Why am I on this planet? What am I doing with my life? I just hated it. Every day I was thinking of excuses. What I could ring up and say, well, I'm not coming in today. And then that was the best decision I ever made in my whole life, is just go up in that office and said, that's it, I'm gone. I'm out of there. What RC brands would you stay away from? Don't know. Not sure, really. I haven't really got anything against any RC brands, really. I mean, we said about SERVOS earlier, and you know, it's not that SERVOS are necessarily bad, but I think you can just get much better for your money. Ever been into motorbikes, Kev? No, they scare me. I'm terrified of them. I like there to be some sort of a roof over me. I would not get on a motorbike. I had a pit bike. It was a Demon X or something. Some dude that used to do supermoto racing had it, and he souped up the engine. That was pretty fast. I think he did 70 miles an hour, which is quite a lot for a pit bike. I never went that fast with it. And I've done a few little jumps with it and things, but even that scared me. So I had to go on his. He had a 2-stroke Yamaha something. I don't know what it was. Full-size bike. And he let me have a go on that. And oh my God. Scared the living hell out of me. I had one little lap of the field. I didn't even go fast. I was like, I think I got to second gear. Power band kicked in. It's like, whoa, sod this. No way. No way. Not for me. So I can see there being like a massive adrenaline buzz with motorbikes. But they just scare me way too much. New ZD Racing diffs are terrible. Yes, I've got a little ZD Racing, the little 18 scale, I think it is. And I put the brakes on, and pretty much the front diff pooped itself straight away. Monster truck might be too much for you. No, monster truck will not be too much for me because it's got a cage around me. So I used to do banger racing, and in America you guys call it demolition derby. In the UK we call it banger racing. The only difference is in the UK it's a lot more violent. You haven't got all the protection, and it's a lot faster. You're on a racetrack. You're getting up to sort of 50 miles an hour, and you're having like head-on crashes, full-on contact. I mean, it's rough, and I could handle that. So if I can handle that, I'm sure I can handle a monster truck. The only thing I didn't like about the banger racing is when you crash, everybody's piling into you. Everyone's filing in, bang, bang, bang. Everybody's smashing into you, and like, you know, you've got to think you're sitting there, you're winded. Someone's knocked the wind out of you. You're sitting there. And bang, the next one comes in, and all you want is to get your breath back. And the next one's in, and the next one's in, and the next one's in. And you're looking in the rear view mirror, and you can just see the back of the car get closer and closer and closer to the seats. The pedals are all bending up. The steering columns are all bending up. And you're kind of thinking, one more good one and I'm done. So it gets pretty rough sometimes. But it was a lot of fun. But in monster trucks, if you knock the wind out of yourself, you can kind of chill out, do a couple of donuts, and then when you get your breath back, you can carry on. In banger racing, you haven't got that luxury. In banger racing, the roughness stops when the opposition stop dishing out the roughness, and you can't get out. You know, if you try and get out and someone hits you while you're halfway out the car, then that's not good. So you've got to kind of stay in, stay buckled up. So that's the only bit I didn't like about it. I mean, saying if it got, you know, after you've had a few good hits and you could hit a button and a little red light comes on top to let everybody know you've had enough, then it would be cool. I would do it all the time. But I don't like the idea that when you've had enough and they just keep piling in, and you know you've lost your breath. You can't get your breath back, and it just doesn't stop. They keep piling in and piling in and piling in, and that's just too much for me anyway. What do you use to live stream? My Samsung Galaxy S10. What do you think of the Armour Limitless? I've never had one, but it's on the same platform as the Infraction, and I love the Infraction. The Limitless is probably going to go faster because of the aerodynamics, but I mean, Infraction's fast enough for me. I prefer sort of drifting it on the car park and smoking the tyres. What oil do you recommend for shocks? Any silicone oil, doesn't really matter what. I've got Core RC. You can use Associated, you can use, I don't know, any brand. For bashing it really doesn't matter. As long as it's silicone. Bash our life, yes. Do you like Formula 1? No, not really. I used to watch it back in the day when it was Damon Hill and Michael Schumacher battling it out. And then it was Schumacher and Villeneuve. In those days, I enjoyed it. But then once they brought in the narrow tyres, that did it for me. What happened to your NM90? I've still got it. Is the Bison better than the Cheetah? I don't know. What I like about the Bison, it hasn't got those silly links on the back, the track rod links. That's what I like about that. Oh, where's the other link? Where's the other thing gone? But the Cheetah is easier to get parts for. The Bison is a little bit tricky to get parts. Where is that gone? What? Oh, it's on here. Free intro said you started my RC hobby, Kev. Nice one, dude. I hope you're enjoying it. I mean, one of the things that I enjoy most about RC is that you get out and about, you get to meet new people, you have fun with friends. It's just a great hobby, and most people are like really friendly and nice. Wrenching's fun when it goes to plan. Liam said, when's the Lambo and XO1 race? I'm still waiting for Santapod to give me a date when we can do it. And no set time, but now it's coming on to winter. It may have to wait now until possibly the summer. But I don't know, we'll see. We'll see. No set date, guys. Andrew Brenham, do you remember me? I don't, dude. Sorry, mate. I get thousands and thousands of people commenting. It's difficult to remember everybody. Right, axle back in one piece. Where did I put the drive shaft end? For a while I thought your favourite RC was the UDR. UDR is epic. I really love it. Definitely not my favourite though. But it is one of my second favourites. When it comes to first favourite, X-Max. When it comes to second favourite, I have a lot. So, you know, Creighton is a second favourite. TRX4 is a second favourite. UDR is a second favourite. Infraction is another second favourite. I can't make my mind up. But when it comes to first favourite, without doubt, X-Max. It's just no second guessing, no ifs, no buts. X-Max for me, hands down, my favourite. It's nothing comes even close. Not even a little bit close. I mean, X-Max for me is just like the ultimate. And people call me a Traxxas fanboy because of it sometimes, but it's got nothing to do with the brand. If Lossy or Car Show or Armour came out with one that I prefer more, then that would be my favourite. You know, I don't care what brand something is. I'll base the product on how good the product is, not on what the brand is. And same with phones. You know, you've got like Samsung fanboys and you get Apple fanboys. For me, I don't care whichever one's best. I mean, I've got a Samsung Galaxy S10 at the moment. And then the Apple iPhone came out and it's got a better camera by the looks of it. So I may well get the new iPhone, possibly, because it's got a better camera, I think. So, well, I'll never look at what the brand is. I'll just look at how good the product is. Have you ever replaced shock oil with toothpaste? No. Why would I do that? If you want to do it, go ahead. I'm not going to stop you, but I can't really see any reason why you would want to do that, dude. Kraton V4 or eRevo 2.0. Stock, I would say eRevo 2.0. If you're going to modify the living hell out of it, I would say Kraton. Oh, I've got to repair the shock. Oh no, I've got two bent shock shafts. Oh no. That's a bummer. Ah, both rear shocks are bent. Oh no. Kev, how is the torsion diff in the X-Max? Is that the centre diff? Yeah, fine. Well, I find it funny when people try to argue with me that something else is better than the X-Max. Nothing's better than anything. The best one is what puts the best smile on your face, the biggest smile. The RC that brings you the most enjoyment is the best RC car for you. And that is different for everybody. Everybody's different. And I see so many people argue about what's better, this is better, that's better. It's just a pointless argument to even have. You see with Xboxes and PlayStation, oh, mine's better, no, yours is crap, mine's better. It's just, enjoy what you have, man. Who cares what the next guy thinks? I mean, who really cares? Does it really matter who thinks what? It just doesn't matter at all. I think I should have run that. Actually, no, that's good. That's good, we're good. I do have to sort the shocks out. Yeah, I always find it funny when people argue about that their toy's better than somebody else's. They sit with iPhones, oh, Samsung's better, no, iPhone's better, no, F you. And then they start swearing at each other and being nasty and horrible. And it's just, I can't see why. I mean, the consumers are not the people that have designed it. They haven't built it, they haven't contributed to it in any way. I just don't see why they have to argue about who's got the better toy. I mean, it just makes absolutely zero sense to me. I just cannot get my head around it, like, at all. And then when people call me a Traxxas fanboy, it's just like, what? It's like, I couldn't care less what brand it is. It's just the X-Max is my favourite. Got nothing to do with it being Traxxas. Do you swear a lot? No, not really. I used to swear a lot more, and then I started YouTube and swore less, and now I kind of naturally don't really swear. Sometimes, but nah, not really. I'm going to see if I can straighten these out, because I'm a cowboy. How's your RGT blue? It's up there on the shelf, you can probably just see it, and it's all good. I did, what did I break? I broke something on there. I think a front drive shaft, but it's all fixed now. It's all good. It's all good in the hood. Right, I'm going to see if I can straighten this out. Alright, headphone users, I'm going to hammer. Oh yes, that's getting straight. Lovely, lovely jubbly. See, I'm hitting it with this brass end here, that's softer than steel. So it shouldn't really mark the shock shaft. And that, look, that moves again. Lovely. Such a cute little hammer. Spike made me this. If you go onto Spike's channel, his channel name is Joe Slacks. And he made this for me. He even put my name in there. And you can see that on there. And it's got lead on one end and it's brass on the other end. And this is perfect when you're hitting metal parts, because this is softer. You're not going to damage your part. So here, I just straightened it out of the shock shaft. And look, there's no marks on it. Look, it's perfect. I mean, perfect enough for me anyway. Perfect enough for a toy. Any kids in the future? No, I don't think so. I cannot handle screaming kids. I cannot. Oh, I dread the thought of having to change a nappy or a diaper. I could not do that. No way. No way. So I know you can never say never, but I don't think I ever will. Plus, I want to travel the world with a monster truck and stuff, and I don't think having kids is going to come into that. Where's the Maximus? Maximus is up there. I do need to bring it out again. It is actually quite a good truck. I mean, good for something cheap. I mean, it's not X-Max good. Oh, there we go. That saves rebuilding them. A little trick here that I did actually. Somebody asked about that in the Beds RC Club. Well, I've got cable ties on the bottom of my shocks, or zip ties. And this so I don't lose the bottom cap, because I run my Traxxas TLX4 a lot lower than most people, because it makes it more stable. But doing that, when you're bashing it, this can pop out and you keep losing them. So I drilled a hole there and there. And you can put a little cable tie through there, or a zip tie. What do you guys call it? Do you guys call that a cable tie or a zip tie? In the UK, we usually call them cable ties. So, in the comments, say whereabouts in the world you're from and what you call it. Zip tie. Where are you from, Luke? Yeah, say what country you're from, and what you call it. I'll see you next Tuesday in the house. How you doing, guys? Hope you had a good day yesterday. Sorry I couldn't make it. I was busy. Sweden, a bunt band. Oklahoma, zip tie. Zip South in Africa. Zop tie from Quebec. Zip, UK zip. Oh, you're from UK and you call it a zip. Oh, okay. What's the sound in the box? Cable binding assortment. Yeah, everybody. I think Zip is probably the manufacturer that probably invented them or something. A bit like Hoover. Tie wrap. Oh, it's next Tuesday. So it's a cable tie. Yeah, that's what I call it. I call it a cable tie. Oh, this one's a bit fiddly. I'll see you next Tuesday. How was your bashing yesterday? Have you got a lot of footage? How much footage did you get? A hood handcuff. Hood handcuff. After next Tuesday, so they've got loads of footage. We've got loads to get through. I'm looking forward to the videos. Do you know what? I enjoyed the videos more, the videos where I wasn't there. Because when I was there, I kind of already know what happened. And, you know, I was there, and then I've watched it 100 times while I'm editing. And then watching everybody else's edit on top of that is like, ah, man, I've already seen it all. But if I wasn't there, I find it definitely a more enjoyable watch. Some crazy moments. Shame you couldn't join us, dude. Yeah, next time, dude. There's always the next time. Yeah. I mean, I know I do work for myself and I can kind of choose my hours, but sometimes you do have to prioritise on proper work. Otherwise, my monster truck will never be done. Everyone arguing about plastic and metal chassis. There's no point arguing, guys. It really isn't. I mean, I've got cars that are good that have got metal chassis, and I've got cars that are good that have got plastic chassis. So I think it just comes down to using a good material. So the chassis that, say for example, the Armour Creighton comes with, it's weak, it bends so easy. So in that instance, a metal chassis is no good. But if you have an RC with a good metal chassis, like for example an M2C Racing's 7075 aluminium chassis, or from Just Bash It RC, or Kosho, or anybody else that uses a decent quality metal chassis, then a metal chassis is good. You can't just say metal's good or bad. It all depends. It all depends on the material and the design. What will the monster truck be called? At the moment, I'm planning on calling it Offender. I wanted to put a Land Rover Defender body on it, but it won't fit. It's too narrow. Oh, I smashed the bell button. I just smashed the bell, guys. Metal is stronger than plastic. Yes, ultimate strength is going to be more. But once you've bent it, it's going to stay bent. And so far, the RC that's given me the most durability wise is the X-Max. And that's got a plastic chassis. So I'm not arguing, you know, everybody's entitled to their own opinion. But you know, then I've got an M2C chassis on my Creighton now. And on my other Creighton, I've got a Just Bash It RC chassis. And they're like almost indestructible. So it depends very much on what metal and what plastic. Oh. Get a plus size glass fibre Defender body. If I could get one, but there's no way in hell that I'm making it. I hate working with fiberglass. I hate it. And when it comes to me working with fiberglass on my Land Rover, on my monster truck, I'm just going to pay someone else to do it. There's no way that I'm working with fiberglass. It's just itchy. It's just nasty. Nah, not me. No way in hell that I'm working with fiberglass. What do you think about carpet racing? I have done it before. But for me, all racing in general is too serious. I mean, I prefer bashing. You know, a lot of the time when you go to a club, not everybody, but a lot of people take it too seriously and they forget that it's a toy. And you accidentally crash into them and it's the end of the world. And to me, that's not enjoyable. You know, I don't care if I win. You know, same with the monster truck. I don't care if I win. I don't care if I come last. As long as I can put on a good show, have fun, and people enjoy watching it, that's all I care about. I don't care about a trophy. Never have, and I never will. There is no series in the UK. I'm not really planning on doing too much monster trucking in the UK. I mean, I want to start off doing it at Santa Pod. And they've got a truck, so they can take it down there for me. Not a semi, you guys in America call it. We call it a lorry here in the UK. So they can pick it up for me and bring it down there. Then I wouldn't mind doing a few like monster jams, maybe around Europe. But ultimately, I want to get to America. So once I build the truck, I'm going to save up for a house in America. And then I want to ship over the monster truck, and then I want to do it in America. That's my dream. By the way, you guys asking for a shout out, there actually has to be a reason for the shout out. You're not going to get a shout out just because. You have to get my attention somehow and do something epic. Which is why I shout out Mike from V2 Vids quite a lot. Because he does monster truck videos. And in my opinion, he's got one of the best entertainment channels out there. And also educational, like for me. When it comes to me building my monster truck, seeing Mike's vids is going to help me like massively. So, you know, he got my attention and he gets a lot of shout outs, but you're not just going to get a shout out just because. And it's not because I want to be mean. It's because if I shout one person out, then the whole comment section is just going to turn into shout out, shout out, shout out. And it's going to ruin it for everybody else. And also, for anybody watching, a shout out doesn't really mean anything. Unless unless there's a reason to shout you out, like, you know, with Mike, people go over there and they watch his videos and they're good videos. So there's a reason to shout him out. But just, if you haven't got a YouTube channel and I shout you out, then to everybody else, you know, now what? What now? You know, I don't want to be mean, but I've got to try and keep the YouTube experience as best as I can for as many people as I can. It's not a case of being mean, it's just a case of, it's just going to annoy everybody if it just turns into a shout out stream. We can't see your face. Well, you can either see my face, you know, if you want to see my face, then you can see my face. But now you're not going to see what I'm doing. So what do you want to see? Josh just donated a couple of dollars. Will this get me a shout out? Yes, it's hard not to, dude. So there you go. Now you can see my face, but you can't see what I'm working on. And I don't think that's what you want to see. I think you want to see what I'm working on. Yeah, exactly. Maxon said, what are you doing? Fastest cheap RC car. Probably the Cheetah or the Bison, because they can run on 4S and they are insanely fast. Like, too fast. They come with a 3-cell Lipo, and that's already fast. And you put a 4-cell Lipo in there, oh my god. Honda versus Armour. Yeah, there is a correlation there, I do agree. Honda owners and Armour owners tend to think that they've got the best thing going. Which is fine. You can think that, there's nothing wrong with that. But just don't try and convince everybody else that you've got the best. And then bully those that have got something else. You know, it's fine to have your favourite, it's even fine to have your favourite brand. You know, if Armour's your favourite brand or Traxxas is your favourite brand, that's cool, that's fine. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. But don't bully other people that like something else. Let everybody enjoy what they like. And somebody else has donated again. I don't need one anyways, need some nitro. Josh. Stop donating. You do not need to donate. Liam just said he donated $100. No, you didn't. What do you think of the water crossing truck? That is fast. Although it did cut out. Right, I've lost some washers. It cut out on me on the water. I don't know why. I don't know if the battery was going. I don't know if I gave it too much power. Because the X-Max did it as well. The X-Max cut out. But it's a fast truck. And I will definitely be bringing it out again. Ah, by the way, guys. Josh just donated another $2. Don't tell me what to do. And Az just donated $1. Hey guys, stop donating. If you feel like you want to give back, then all you need to do is give me a like, give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down. It all helps. Comment away. That's enough. You know, just watching. That is enough. And this YouTube channel here isn't even about making money. You know, this is just more like a fun channel. This channel is more about chatting with you guys, a bit of wrenching, because when I'm wrenching on my own, it gets a bit boring. And if I film it and edit it, it gets even more boring. But if I do it live, I can chat with you guys. Oh, what's happening here? Oh. It looks like the servo horn's stripped here. I'm not going to do that now. That's going to be for maybe a different video. I've got to see what's going on here. I think I've killed this servo, which is a shame because this is a really nice servo. Do you have a shop to work on the monster truck? I'm just going to do it in here. I've got enough space here, look. So once I start working on it, I'm just going to have to move it from where it is into the middle. And then that's enough room. That's more than enough space to build it. So, look at that, loads of space. So that's where I'm going to build it in here. Stop donating, but thank you. Oh, it's the next Tuesday. I'm still in the house. X-Max sticker on a monster truck? No. It's not an X-Max, is it? And it could get me into trouble. And there is already an X-Max monster truck actually out there. And, you know, I want to establish my own brand. I don't want to piggyback off of somebody else's brand. So as much as I like Traxxas, it's not my company, so I'm not going to promote a company that's not mine, am I? Alright, let's whip this thing out. That's what she said! Josh is out of there. See you later, dude. Where are you going to drive to monster truck? At shows? My plan is to compete with it in Monster Jam. That's what I want to do. Tumble Wumble the monster truck. I'm sure it will. Don't you worry about that. I'm sure that will tumble wumble more than a few times. Right, stick something on there, see. Oh no, look, servo's fine. Check that out. I didn't think that servo would die. This is a Power HD. I've been running it on this for a while now. So it looks like I must have killed the servo saver. Call it King Talbot. Yeah, servo saver's died by the looks of it. Don't know if I can fix it. I want to try a different servo saver on this. This is a Year Racing servo saver, but it's a bit crap. It falls to bits. That's why I'm putting out a bearing race around here to try and hold it all together, because every time you hit it, all the spring falls out. Did you see my Traxxas Bandit vid? Please watch it. I didn't, dude. There's so many people making YouTube videos, it's impossible for me to watch all of them. If I did, then I wouldn't have any time to make any videos myself. So I may have a little look later, if I get a moment, but honestly, I do not get really time to watch YouTube. You know, I spend so much time wrenching on my own, working on my own, editing my own videos, going out making footage. I don't have any time to sit there and watch videos. I mean, when it comes to sort of YouTube, you know, genuinely you either consume or you create. Ah, it's just rounded off this piece in there, and I haven't got any more, I don't think. Oh, no, that's that then. Alright guys, I think that's going to be it for this video. Yeah, I think that is going to be it. I'm going to make myself a cup of coffee or another cup of chicory. I'm going to clear up this mess. I've got to order some parts so I can finish the rest of it. And I've also got someone coming over to have a look at my Defender in a minute. That might be him out there now actually, because it's leaking oil and it may need a new transfer box, so he's going to have a look at that. And yeah, I've got to edit, I've got to do some work on my other business stuff. So I hope you enjoyed the video, guys, and I will see you soon in another video. Don't know when I do these live streams. I just kind of do it whenever. So I'll see you later, guys. Bye bye.